Well, it's sort of a story about how nothing ever turns out the way you expect in life, and that can hurt or it can be funny. And one way to cope with the topsy-turvy nature of an unexpected life is through playing music and kind of the connections that can come through music, whether it's with a mother and a son, or other relationships. Flora is a hot mess. That's how I would describe her. I think she's someone with a really good heart, but whose life has gone ways that she just didn't expect, and is taking a look around and being like, is that all there is? And that's something that I think any human being can relate to. Anybody who's not a kid anymore, like I'm not a kid anymore, and she's a mom, and she's, I think, again, underneath it all, a really good mom, but has struggled with relationship with her son, and is just looking for a way to kind of unlock all that warmth and love that really is inside her. And this is a movie about her finding a way to do that through playing the guitar. Well, when I read the script, the songs aren't in the script because they're still writing them. And if it were just anybody that had written this script, I would have been like, yeah, okay, let's see you pull that off. But because it was John Carney who made Once and who made Sing Street, and his musical partner Gary who wrote all those Sing Street songs, when I heard that, I was like, okay, even though these songs aren't written yet, I'm willing to get on board. I believe these are gonna be good. And it's been a real honor to be part of the process, figuring out the music of this movie and watching these songs come together and hearing them. And it's really been a special thing for me. It's not all my jobs that I get to do music like this. And there is something undeniably magical about music that's just different than straight drama or comedy. Eve is just a delight. The thing about her is she is brutally honest, which is perfect because her character's that way too. But you just don't ever see a dishonest moment in her performance. She just won't do it. And if that means that the scene doesn't work, then we need to figure out a way to make the scene work and be honest. She just won't. She can't. It's like not in her bones to be dishonest. And I love working with an actor like that, because our tendency as thespians is to, be people pleasers and like please an audience, whether that's real or not. And I love an actor that's just only honest. And it makes it really easy to act with her because she's just being so true that you can just fall into the truth kind of together with her. As this Flora character and my character are sort of falling for each other over these Zoom guitar lessons, John wanted to let the audience feel what it's feeling like. And in order to do that, in a movie, you gotta have the characters there together. And so he worked up this motif, this magical cinematic device by which Jeff and Flora can share space and feel those feelings, and the audience can kind of get that chemistry that probably wouldn't happen otherwise if it was just two people in separate rooms. And we've all had that experience, whether it's on Zoom or on the phone, or even, writing letters to a pen pal, where through communication, through conversation, even if it's remote, you feel someone close to you. So this movie manages to visualize that feeling. Doing these scenes that are set on Zoom, because Flora is having these guitar lessons over Zoom, there's a technical challenge. Like, how are you gonna shoot that with one character in Dublin and the other character in Los Angeles? And so there's been two sets created, and the two sets are actually right next to each other. And there's one camera crew on this set and one camera crew on the other set. and I've got a little in-ear device so I can hear what Eve's saying, and she's got an in-ear device so she can hear what I'm saying. And it's sort of like having a real Zoom call, except cameras are a lot nicer. I remember seeing it, and I've always been a fan of musicals. I grew up liking musicals, but only some of them. I actually dislike most musicals because they can, they can be cheesy. But I love, like, The Wizard of Oz, and I love Singing in the Rain, and a few others. And I saw once and never seen anything like it. It's like, what is this? You can do this with a musical. You can be this honest. This is like a Cassavetes movie, but it's a musical. And I just thought it was the greatest thing. And I've always wanted to work with him since. I remember when Sing Street came out. I was like, the guy that made so good. And it reminded me so much of when I was a teenager and like in bands in high school and playing music with my friends. Like, this guy. There's a sort of an organic love and natural appreciation for music here that you don't find everywhere. You know where else has this is in the States, is in New Orleans. If you go to New Orleans is a very special city. And the music there just goes really, really deep in the culture. And there's just a natural, everyone's just musical. And everyone's, kind of knows a song or can pick up an instrument. And I'm obviously generalizing, but I love a town like that. It's not really a surprise that, to me, one of the great musical filmmakers of our time, John Carney, is an Irishman. And so to be here working with him is kind of the best way to see this place, it feels like.